see. Give me a second. I'm having issues connecting. I'm not sure if it's because it's raining. Come on, baby. I'm gonna go get out of the rain because the top of right here, it's making a lot of noise. So I'm gonna go in my room real quick. Give me a minute, please. It was not raining and it started pouring now. And I was gonna go live. So give me a second. I'm gonna get to my room. I don't know de qué hablan. Que no la cobija. Oh, no los pájaros. ¿A qué cobija? The lighting in this house is horrible, friends. I'm gonna do a live, but I wanna see. I don't want no noise from that. What's this? Just real quick. No, because there's too much noise from that. What is it doing? That's what I was working on, getting on the light, but I was also having issues outside in the car. Sorry. Hopefully you guys can see me better. Oh, this house is super dark. Let's see. I ran to my room. I was gonna do it at the puesto because there's a lot of light over there. I started pouring, so I couldn't do it at the puesto anymore. Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry. Hi, brother. Thank you. Well, for you guys that don't know me, my name is Erica. We moved to Mexico, and I will tell you guys more of the story of the reasons why we moved in a video with my husband. But for right now, I'm going to tell you guys what's going on with the house and why we're selling our chickens. Back in around June of 2023, we decided to move to Mexico with my husband after many decisions were made. We started looking for a home. Then I spoke to my mom, who was the owner of this house that we're living at right now. I told her if she could help me find a home somewhere or a house that we could make into a home for ourselves, for me and my family. After a long talk and a lot of money that they wanted for the house, we said we didn't want it. Not for right now, at least, because it was too expensive for what we had saved. But after a while, we decided to go ahead and get the house because they did give it to us for cheaper. So we in December of 2023, we decided that we were going to keep the house. And my money was, or our money with my husband was in the bank. It's called a plazo here, where it's timed. And then after a certain time in March, you can take it out. Well, in March, they took the money. So we were the owners of the house. We paid the taxes for here in Mexico, which was not a lot. I think it was around 2,000 pesos, which is, what is it, like $100. So it was not a lot of money that we paid for that. And then we paid water, and we paid a lot of different things that we paid for the whole year. Once everything was already paid, the house was supposedly ours. So then we didn't come here until May of 2024. We left Illinois after 35 years of living in Illinois. We left. We came to live in Mexico. But since the house was already paid by us, but not under our name yet, because I didn't come to sign our paperwork, the house was not under our name. So we started the process. On August 1st, the house was turned to us, and it was under mine and my husband's name. And then my parents didn't want to sell the house anymore after we had already put the house under our name. We kept it for a while, and we were going to separate the house. So they were going to keep from like the garage piece to the back where my chickens are. And I was going to keep the house with my family. But then we kept having issues where they didn't want to give it to us, or they didn't want us to keep it anymore. They wanted their house back. So after a long conversation with my husband, we did talk, and I told him I was over it. I wanted to leave. So I spoke to them, and we told them that the house was theirs, so they could keep it. So now I have to go and do all the paperwork again so it can go under their name again. And we won't have a house anymore here in Jalisco for now until we find something. Right now we're actually looking because we want land. We really don't want a house anymore. We want to build our own. So hopefully we find something. But for right now, that's the reason I am selling my chickens, because we won't have the house that we're living in anymore. My chickens, as you guys can see in my videos, that's a big piece of who we are. We loved animals. Back in the States, we had chickens, we had cows, ducks, goats, sheep, any dogs, and more animals. But here, we won't have any of that for right now. That's our goal, is to get all of our animals back, or at least our chickens back in the near future, which I know God is good, so we will get it. But for right now, like I said, maybe in a month or two, we won't have a place. Well, not exactly not have a place, but this house will not belong to us anymore. So we are going to start looking probably at the end of the month, or the week before the end of the month. We are going to go to Michoacan, because my husband is from over there and I'm from Jalisco. And we're going to see if we can find something over in Michoacan. If we can't find anything, then we'll be back and look for something here. But here in the little town or little rancho that I'm living in, it's very expensive. Houses are over a couple million pesos, of course, not dollars, but they're very expensive for the rancho that we're in. In case you guys are wondering what's wrong with my eyebrows, I just got them done. I got tattooed yesterday, the day before, microblade. So they're a little shiny and a little swollen still, but they'll be better soon, hopefully. But yes, friends, that is the reason we are getting rid of our house, or that we're losing our house, whatever you want to call it. They did say that they wanted their house back. So for right now, like I said, we're making do. I'm selling my chickens. I have people that are interested right now, but I still have 41 hens, and then 4 roosters that I have to get rid of. If you guys have any questions, just put them down here and I'll try to answer them. But living here at the rancho right now, it's nice. I miss my family back home. I've been over there for mostly all of my life. My kids, I have kids in the United States as well. And I also have grandbabies. My siblings, they all live over there. My nieces and nephews. The only ones that live here are my parents. And the reason that I decided to move here to Jalisco, it was because I wanted to be close to my parents. They're getting older. My mom has a lot of health issues. So I wanted to be close to them if they needed me. But life happens and that won't be happening. I don't want to be at the rancho anymore. I want to be far for now until my heart doesn't ache anymore, I guess. Because it is difficult telling your kids, you know what, we just came here and now we have to move again. The chickens that are caged in, those are my dad's chickens. Those are fighting roosters, and the hens are his as well. Mines are just the red ones and the chunky ones, the laying hens. Those are mine. Those we got as soon as we got here because we knew what we wanted to do was sell eggs and sell chickens as well. My husband brought an incubator from the States, and we hatched, I want to say 230 eggs, and we kept some, but we only kept what we didn't sell. So anything else that sold, we sold it, and then we kept whatever we had left. And we also bought some chickens that were 2 months old, 3 months old. So they were going to start laying soon. So we bought them from someone here at the rancho. And that's how we grew our flock that we have. Like I said, we wanted to sell eggs. And over in the States, I used to sell chickens and eggs as well to make money. So I wanted to do the same thing here. And it's working. I sell my eggs for 4 pesos each, which is not a lot. It's 20 cents. But they sell here. Right now, I think I have close to 90 eggs at the puesto. And tomorrow, there's going to be someone that already told us to save them 38 eggs that they're gonna come and pick them up. And then I have a few different clients that come and take the huevos. So those chickens that are in there, they're my parents, so they are gonna be keeping those. But the red ones and the other, like the one that I butchered a few videos ago, those are all ours. My husband and I, our plans were to come here and settle down, and then our future plans were to look for some land anyways. So maybe it's coming sooner than we were planning. Maybe it's God, maybe I'm rushing stuff. I'm not sure. I have been praying a lot to God so he can help us out and see what the right thing to do is. Hopefully here we find some either land or a little house. For right now, Omar, I won't be answering that question right now because I do want to make a video with my husband because it's his story to tell. And I don't want to tell you guys the wrong information. It was a decision between both of us that we made, but it is his story more. And I was just there next to him since I am his wife. But that video will be coming up. We're already working on it. So it will be coming up soon. And I'll be letting you guys know why we moved to Mexico and what the future brings for my family. But for right now, it's more about what's going on for the house. And like I said, I don't want to tell you guys that story and say something wrong. And then he says, hey, that's not how it was. I was going to do it at the puesto because I wanted both of us to be there. But it started raining, pouring. So we didn't fit in the little puesto because we had my daughters. And then my daughter's tablet is super loud and she won't put the volume down. And I tried to do it in the car over by the puesto, but the internet was going on and off. So that's why I ran over here, and it was dark at the beginning because I was trying to run through the whole house so I can get to my room where there's a little bit more light. But that video is coming up, Omar. So hopefully you guys stick around and see why we moved. But we're here. We've been here now for almost 8 months from back, and we moved, or we left the States May 23rd of 2024. And it's already January. God, time flies. I do have a few people that are interested in our chickens. Hopefully they take the whole flock together. That would be awesome. But if not, I am gonna start pressure canning some of them and making them into soup. I don't want to lose them, but I also have to do something with them because I can't leave them there for them just to be there. You know, I have to sell them. I am selling them for it's what, $15, 300 pesos. The roosters, I think I'm gonna just keep and butcher because those are a little bit bigger. But I did butcher the chicken that I butchered a few videos ago. That one weighed, what was it, 5 pounds 8 ounces without all the fat because she was so fat. I took all of that out. So if I was to sell, because I could butcher them and sell them as meat as well, and they will sell for good. I think here, the kilo they're paying for the chickens, I think it's 100 pesos if I want to say the right price. I think it's 100. So that's why I want to sell just the meat if I don't get rid of my chickens. Chaparra 284. Yeah, that's a good idea. I could go and talk to her and see if she'll buy them. If she wants to go ahead and buy them for me, and that way I don't have to be struggling, because it's hard when you know you have to get rid of them and you only have a certain time and you still have not gotten rid of them. Maria Martinez, like I was telling Omar right now, I will be making a video about that, the whole thing. There was a lot of different reasons that we left the States. One of them was because the biggest one was because me and my husband both lost our job. I lost my job because we moved to Monterey, or the warehouse that I worked for 16 years moved to Monterey, and my husband oh, hi, Shorty. It's my husband, I think, worked at his warehouse for 18 or 19 years, and they completely shut down. From when COVID started, everything started going down, and ours moved to Monterey. His moved forever. It closed forever. So that was one of the biggest reasons. But we do have other reasons that we'll tell you guys about. Like I said, with my husband, it looks like, no, it's still raining. I was going to say maybe if it stopped raining, I can go back to the puesto, but it's still raining. But I will be telling you guys that shortly, hopefully. I think I have one more video that I'm uploading today, and I have one more for tomorrow, and hopefully Sunday that video will be coming up on why we moved to Mexico, the reasons why. That way you guys know. And if you guys do have any questions, please write them down. I'll try to answer, except for that one, the why we moved to Mexico. Like I said, one of the biggest things was that we did lose our job. Hi. Oh, my husband's on here on the live too. Maybe I could bring him along. I don't know how to do all that stuff yet, though. Maybe I could bring him so he can tell his story and why we left. Like I said, I wanted to do it over there with him, but I left because it was raining.
You want me to help you? You don't want him to bring it on him?
Oh, to add him?
Yeah.
Do you know how? Let me see. My daughter says that she knows how to add my... Oh, he's busy right now. Ah. Oh, sorry. He's busy. So he can't come around. He is at the puesto. Taking care of people. So right now he can't come around. Maybe we'll plan it for just a video, or we can maybe do a live also. and that way we can answer more questions. Hello from Yakima, Washington. Hello, Shirley. I hope you guys have some of your answers that you guys want to know. But yes, the main reason is we won't have this house anymore. We have been looking around here because I didn't want to take my kids out of school. And that was the main reason we stayed from the beginning, was because the kids are in school. My son goes to, it's called Conalep, where he's gonna learn to be a mechanic. And that way, because he's saying that when he turns 18, he's gonna go back to States. Right now, he is in the States. He went to go visit my kids, so he is over there. He was off for almost 2 months of school, so he went to visit. He should be coming back within a week or two, hopefully. But he goes to Conalep, and my girls are both in school. My little Saori, the 3-year-old, she goes to kindergarten, and then my other daughter goes to 6th grade. So I didn't want to move them out of the school because, I mean, they're new. They didn't speak Spanish when they came, especially Saori and Cassandra. My son, I always text him in Spanish in the United States, so he did know a little bit more Spanish. But my daughters, they were not fluent in Spanish, and they hardly spoke Spanish at all. My Saori is now fluent in Spanish, but Cassandra's still struggling a little bit with school. She's having a harder time since she is in 6th grade, and she had never read in Spanish. So, but she's getting there. She's getting there slowly. Things are going to be good for you and your family, Erica. It just takes time. I know you know that. David, thank you very much. I believe in God, and I know God has good plans for us, and plans that He knows how to guide us to. And I think, to me, I think that's the main reason why all this is going on, because these were not His plans. Something else was His plans, and hopefully we find out soon what His plans were, and we do find somewhere to call home. I do miss gardening. I used to do that in the States. I used to have a big garden, beautiful garden with every kind of plant. I like canning. I like pressure canning my food. I bought a freeze dryer. I have a dehydrator because I was homesteading for a while. I was home. My job was closed in 2022. God, I don't even remember. I was off for almost 2 years before I left the States. So I was homesteading more. I was doing more of cooking and baking. I learned how to bake, which I didn't know before, but I know how to make bread and stuff. And I want to continue doing that. That's what I like. That's what made me happy. My garden was my stress reliever right here. I don't have any plants. I don't have nothing but my chickens. So I know God is good, and He's got good plans for us and better plans, and His time is the perfect timing. So hopefully it all happens the way He wants, and everything works out good. Mama de Lily. No, my parents are not moving. They are keeping the house and they're staying here. It's just gonna be my husband, my 3 kids, and myself that are moving. Simply KB. Aloha from Hawaii. Lily, I know. I wish I would have stayed too. If I would have known this was gonna happen, and you guys did tell me it was like this, and then, I didn't believe anything until I'm living everything right now, and it's depressing. It's sad, but we'll get through it. Omar, I am gonna be going back hopefully in March. I'm not sure when, Easter break is, but I'm gonna try to see if I can go in March. I think it's March something or another, but I'm gonna see if I can go then. I do have to go do my income tax. And I want to see my family, my kids, my grandbabies, my sisters, my brothers, nieces and nephews. So I am gonna be going back with maybe the two girls because my son is already over there. I know he's gonna want to come with us though, so we don't know. The flight tickets were not that bad. I think I paid $168 for them, and it was 2,600 and something pesos when we got them. So it was not that bad. But we'll see how much money we have, how much funds. But yes, I will be going back. Mamá de Lily, it's my husband is from Cuamio, Michoacan. So we've been looking around the area to see if we find something, but he doesn't really know anybody because he's been in the States for around the same time as me, if not a little bit more. And he hasn't been to Mexico before leaving. He was over there for around 20 something years. So he doesn't really know anybody. So we are going to be going to the feria over in Michoacan. It starts, I think, the 23rd of January. And it goes up to February 2nd. So we're going to be going in those days. And I know there's going to be some family members over there that maybe can help us out and see if we can find some land somewhere. Because like I said, here by the rancho, it's mostly American people, or not American people, but people that live in the United States that own these places here, and they want you to pay in dollars, not pesos, and it's expensive. So can't be trying to live here. It's too expensive. Chaparra, shorty, I'll be waiting for you guys. You know, my house is always your house when I have one. If I don't have one, yeah. You know, it's been tough, very tough living here. I love the area. The rancho is beautiful, but sometimes life is not what we think. Need Ray. Hopefully in your next place you can have your chickens again and try planting in buckets and planters. Wish you the best. Thank you so much. Yes, I hope I can have a little bit of land at least. If not, I will be looking to see how I can do some of my or plant some of my plants because I do like planting. Like I said, that's one of my favorite hobbies to do, and I like to can and take care of my harvest. I like to put everything for those. Well, here I guess we don't really have a winter, but it has been really cold, friends. It's been down to 40 degrees, which I didn't think it'd get that cold, but it's getting cold at night, especially right now. Hopefully, um, I learned how to plant here as well because I know the seasons and everything is different, but we'll get there. Eventually, we'll get there. Where's your husband? Saludos to him. My husband is stressed out. I think it's more difficult for him because he says it was because of him that we left the States. Um, he is super stressed out. Sometimes we sit here and we talk and he blames himself, which I tell him, you know, we're a couple. We're doing this together. We decided together that we were leaving. So it's between both of us. It's not just you. But we're getting through it. I think now that I told him that I was ready to go, because he was just waiting for me to tell him, let's go. I'm ready. I'm done. And once I told him, I think he's a little more in peace. Like I said, it's gonna be difficult to find another place again, but it's not impossible. So we will be fine. We will be okay. I pray daily that everything turns out good and that we find somewhere to go. So hopefully soon we do. And thank you for asking about him. Guys, like he's over there at the puesto working while I'm here doing a live. So I wanted him to be in it with me, but it wasn't possible. And sorry, guys, sisters, brother, that I didn't tell you guys about what was going on, but it's hard for me to talk about it. And I don't want see my husband saying it's not difficult anymore. I just didn't want my siblings to know because, I don't want no hate. It's family, and that's the reason I'm trying to do everything and just leave, because I don't want to. They're my parents. I don't want to hate them, and I don't want them to hate me as well. So, let's see. My husband's saying it's been difficult here, and it's very stressful living in a situation like that where you have to be either basically in your room. And I'm not talking about myself, but my husband is the one he's either in the room or at the puesto because of the situation we're living. So I talk to everyone. I mean, like I said, we're family, but it is more difficult for him. Hopefully soon we can feel better and be better for our kids, for our peace of mind, because you get stressed out and it's hard. I think it does help me a lot more than him because I walk. School starting Monday finally, so I'll be walking a little bit more and getting that fresh air, and it does help a lot when you get to walk and get some fresh air. I know we walked a few times with my husband to um, the store at night, even after we closed, so it's been dark, but it does help your mind a little bit. Lisa, yes, they are. My parents are only 60 something years old, 64 years old. And there's still the reason that I had decided to move here was because my mom has health issues, diabetes, cholesterol, all that stuff. But they do take care of themselves. But we are gonna be making the video of why we moved. My sister says she's gonna come visit in Michoacan. So hopefully we get another little ranchito the same way as here. I also do have Coco, my little puppy, and I won't be taking her either. So I have someone that is interested in it. She loves dogs. She's got 2 dogs already. So we are gonna give her my dog. My parents don't want to keep her because they already have another dog and a cat. And I don't want to take my dog with me without knowing where we're going. And the only ones that I'm taking are my parents. Those are coming with me. Those are a little bit more simple to keep, but they will be coming with me. Thanks, brother. And the reason I haven't been making this video earlier either for you guys is because it's hard. Give me a minute. All right. It's been hard here, but we're gonna get through it. God is good. God is good. I don't know if you guys heard the car that was beeping earlier, but that's the pan. When you live in Mexico, there's a lot of different cars that are coming through, and they beep and they talk. They tell you el gas, la agua. But the pan was coming. I have lost, I think, I don't know if it's because I'm stressed, because I'm walking, because I'm not sure what the reason is, but I've lost 25 pounds since I left the States, which is awesome for me. I still have more to go. Um, but I have lost some weight. Like I said, the food, I know the food is better here as well. So it is healthier. I'm sure you guys seen on my videos. I bring meat, fresh meat, so we can eat. Eight 21 Farm. Would you be interested in Quintana Roo? My family has property there for sale. Send me the information. That would be awesome. I'm looking right now anywhere that I know it's not bad with the cartel and stuff, that I can look. I want a safe place for my family as well. I know one of our compadres from the States, it's going to be coming to Chihuahua. He's going to be looking over there as well. Right now, we are not set into, oh, I'm just going to go to this place. We're just going to be looking around and see what we find, but we do want land. So it'll be awesome if you can send me the email. It is on my page. You can send me an email with the information, or I'll send you. I don't know if I know how to send a private message through here or not. So you can send me the information. That'll be really appreciated. Okay, brother. Ahí te lo mando. Maybe when I go, I'll bring you one. Is Quintana Roo a place that is safe for the family, for kids? Especially, I know Mexico has a lot of different parts. I'm not gonna call it different, but it's different. It's more safe, more unsafe. So I don't know. I don't think I've ever looked into Quintana Roo, but it would be nice to know information and start looking to see what we can find. Lily, I'm trying not to cry. Trust me, it's hard. It's hard being away from your family, especially because my sisters and I and my brother as well. We were all raised pretty close. We were really really close. And being far away from them, and then my oldest daughters are also the ones that stayed back in the States. So it is pretty hard to take everything just between you and your husband. Vamos a la playa. Let's go, brother. Maria, how do we feel about what? How do you feel about it? God be with you. Thank you. And how do I feel about my parents not going with me? I'm okay with them staying right now. Like I said, I have a lot of mixed feelings towards the situation that we're living. It's not towards them, it's the situation. And I'm not sure it's because the situation was created by them or what, but right now I have a lot of mixed feelings. So for right now, I just want peace and my heart and my mind and just our lives for right now, and then we'll see. Sister, yes, I am skinnier. Not skinny yet, but skinnier. 25 pounds is a lot. I wish I would have lost them over there when they were asking me on one of my other videos if it was 5 o'clock. I did start a little bit later because I tried to start it as soon as it hit 5 o'clock, and like I said, I couldn't get the internet was not working over there. I'm not sure why. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. I miss you. And hopefully things do get settled here soon. Maria Martinez is one of the people that has been following me since the beginning. And she's telling me that she does remember my garden back in the States. Right now, I really don't wish I was over there. I know it's been snowing a lot and in different places from my subscribers that you guys keep telling me that it's snowing where you guys are at. That I don't miss. And I know Chihuahua, where my compadre is gonna look, they got I think 3 or 4 inches of snow just yesterday. So I don't know about that. Lisa, I love watching you collect your chicken eggs. It reminds me of when I was little. We lived in the chicken ranch. Oh, I'm glad it reminds you of when you were younger. My kids are fighting for the eggs every day, especially Celery. That's her favorite thing to do. Even back in the States, she used to collect the eggs as well. She loves doing that. She, as you guys probably seen her on the videos, she talks to the chickens just as much as I do. We love our chickens. So I think that's the hardest part is going to be losing our chickens because we do love them. And that's me and my girls as well. So my husband hasn't really been doing anything with the chickens. He's been taking care of the puesto. He's opens at 6:30 in the morning, and we close. I don't open. I have never opened, and we close around 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So he is there pretty much all day. So he doesn't really have anything to do with the animals. Um, See, it's snowing in North Carolina. Whew, I'm glad it's not snowing here. Like I said, it does get a little chilly though. But the cold here is different, but the cold does it, but it sometimes I don't know. It feels like it goes down to your bones or something. It's different cold. Like it hits harder. Your hands. I remember back in the States, I didn't wear gloves, and here, excuse me, here I think I need gloves because my hands are freezing in the morning. I know I bought gloves for my girls because their hands are cold, and we're gonna start walking Monday. And then I'll take my girls to school 1.5 weeks or maybe 2 complete weeks, and then we'll be going to Michoacan. So I'll bring you guys along for that as well. Maybe we go see some land. Thank you, daughter. I'll bring you guys along too, so you guys can see. But 821 Farm, please send me the information, or if you can find out where the location is or something, and then I can look in Google Maps and see where the location is, and then we can go from there also. Why are your parents not with your sister? They can be taken care of. My parents do take care of themselves. They left the States back, I think it was 2000, I don't know, like 4. They left the States and came to Mexico. It was just me, my mom and my dad. For a little bit, it was one of my brothers, but then it was just my mom and my dad. And my dad he's a bus driver here. He takes the kids to school back and forth. So they do take care of themselves. They're healthy enough to take care of themselves. They both walk, they both talk, and they could hear. They don't use glasses or anything. So they're still pretty healthy that way. It's just they were sick, and I just wanted to be around because you never know. It could be today or tomorrow, and something could happen to either them or ourselves. And I wanted to be close to them. My husband always told me, wherever you want, we'll go. And I wanted to come here, and now I want to go away. But we did look at a few houses here also, but like I said, they're pretty expensive, and they're not what I'm looking for and what my husband's looking for. I want a ranch style home like we had back in the States, just one floor. And here, like in Tamazula, the houses are tiny, and a lot of them have steps to keep going up because the spaces are so tiny and the streets are up in a hill that the houses are so small. So I don't want something like that. I want, even if I have one little room or 2 little rooms for the kids and a bathroom, or actually I want 2 bathrooms because I want my own bathroom. But it's something small for the family, and land. That's what we want. It's the land. I want to have my chickens, and I want us to have our dogs and plants. I want my plants. But yes, my parents do take care of themselves. Living here in Mexico, it's very, very, very different than living in the States. We still don't have our driver's license either. We still have to get a driver's license from here, but we're not gonna get it. We're just gonna wait now. But we did buy a little car when we got here, so we do have transportation. So we do have a car, so we can move back and forth. here in the rancho where we live too, there's not too much land left either because everything's pretty much taken by different people. I know yesterday my brother-in-law sent to me a house that they were selling. It was yesterday that he sent to me, and I sent a message this morning, and it was already sold. So anything that they put here gets sold real quick because it's, like I said, it's people from the United States, and mostly they're in Joliet and in Illinois. Most of the people that own houses here, so they just come for pretty much the feria, which is in November and December for Christmas, and then they leave, and a lot of the houses are empty, but that's it. So I think I pretty much answer all the questions. Mm. So yeah, I see my three siblings are here. They're on my life. So sorry, I didn't tell you guys anything about what was happening. I know Shorty told you guys, and you guys found out about the whole situation. But we are getting through it. Me and Jose, as long as we're together, I think we can conquer the world. But with God, everything is possible. So, just so you guys know, it is real. Whatever she told you guys, it is real. So she lived it while she was here with me. So she did come to visit in November. Are you going to be taking the poster with you? Taking the puesto. Are we going to be taking the puesto? We are not sure yet since we don't know exactly where we're going. I know my husband was telling me that a lot of people in his rancho where he's from, they let you borrow their houses because they're not here for mostly the whole year either. So we are going to be going down there in a few weeks and seeing if we can find a place. If we do find a place or even land or something or just somewhere to stay, then we will be making our decision on the puesto. We had said that we wanted to take it, but it's going to be difficult because we don't have a truck and we do have a trailer that we brought back from the States with all of our stuff that we need to take back as well. So I don't know how much they're going to be charging us to take them with us over to wherever we go. Oh, and my husband's saying we are selling the puesto. I don't think he wants to work 24/7 anymore. I think he's ready to work just a few hours a day or something that we can do together at home and live off of that. But he is saying we are selling the puesto. We did offer it to one of our friends from here. She struggles a little bit, so we did ask her if she wanted to either rent it or buy it however she could, and she hasn't given us an answer yet. So we are waiting to see what she says. But if not, the puesto will be going on sale at the end of this month because we don't want to come back from Michoacan to come back to work. We just have to start packing our stuff because I was going to take the paperwork today to the lawyer, but I didn't go because she wasn't there. So I'll be going Monday after I drop off the girls for school. I'll be going to take all the paperwork. So once everything gets settled and the house is under my parents' names, then hopefully that day we're ready to pack and ready to go. Sister Cassandra wants to go back to the States. She tells me that all the time. She wants to go back to the States. She even asked me if she can go with Christina, but I told her no, I don't want her to leave me. So she's still here. I think she gets a little bit harder for her still. Spanish is still not her thing yet, but she is getting much better at it. But I think with everything that's going on, because I haven't left them out of the loop. I've told them everything that's been going on since the beginning with the house situation. I think they're backing us up. they are backing us up, and they told us if we had to go, we had to go. So, which is great because at least I have their support as well. Well, me and Jose, we both have their support, so that's great. Our channel is not monetized yet, but hopefully soon. We are going slowly but surely. We are growing. Once let's see. Oh, that's it. Um, there's hold on. There's a lady here by. Oh, it's just cause that answered. My sister was asking my daughter to see how she felt about the whole situation. But yeah, like I said, my kids are backing us up. They are ready to go too. My son won't be coming back. I was gonna bring him back to Michoacan, but I don't know. I think he just wants to come back to Guadalajara. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Life in Mexico is beautiful, but it's not that easy, especially when you've been living in another country most of your adult life. Yes, sister, I agree. I think it's easier if you have a place to go and no issues, because the hardest part about living in Mexico is having a house. If you come here and have a house, you don't have to worry about much other than eating, pretty much. Um, but you don't have to be worrying about. I think it's the stress is the biggest issue, and we knew stress was coming, but I didn't think it was gonna be to where we're at right now. Maria Martinez, do you know which part of Mexico is safer? I do not. I knew here was safe because, like I said, my parents live here. This is actually where we grew up for a few years. When I left to the States when I was 7 years old, so I didn't really grow up in Mexico, but we did live here for a while before we left. So I knew here. I know where my husband's from. It's peaceful there as well. It's safe. We went in August for my daughter's birthday. We went for a week to Michoacan, and we didn't have any issues with anyone. We didn't see no cartel. We didn't see anybody. So unless right now they're down low, that I don't know. But it was safe. We traveled. We took a bus. We came from the States on a bus here, and then in August when we went to Michoacan, we didn't take our car. We took the bus, and we stopped in different um, pueblos, different little cities. We spent the night there, and we kept going until we got to Cuamio. So, and it was safe. Like I said, we didn't see anything out of the ordinary. So I think I know Sinaloa is not very good, but other than that, I'm not sure which parts are safer. I think the rancho life it's safer though because it's not that much people. So I think anywhere that's like Carlos Ranchitos is safe. I know when we were going on the bus, they told us here there's a place that was not safe a few years ago, but now it is. So my daughter say I miss everyone from the United States, especially Coco. That's my dog that we had that we now don't have because my daughter won't give her back. But it's our dog. We had her since she was a baby, so. But it is hard living over here, especially when your kids are away from you and your siblings and everybody that you were close to. Like I said, I think the situation that we're living makes it worse than what it would be, I think. But we stuck together for 11 years with my husband, so this is not gonna break us. It's gonna just make our marriage stronger. So hopefully, um, we just keep sticking through it and get through it and get us a place, and then we can call it home and be happy with our kids. Once we're settled too, then we can have our kids come visit more. I know everyone's upset right now about the whole situation that's going on, But once we have our place, everybody could come visit. See, my daughter's saying that we could already leave. She wishes we could already live to Michigan. She keeps calling Michigan, friends. It's Michoacan. Yeah, so she always says to Michigan. That's what she was saying when we left and when we went to visit. And we're leaving in a few weeks, daughter, in a few weeks. Well, friends, I think if you guys don't have any more questions, I think I answered the question about my chickens. Like I said, I will answer my husband's question, or actually you guys' question about why we left with my husband. Once we can get together, we'll make this video. I'm gonna make him do it with me so we can have the information all put together, and then we can tell you guys the whole story. We'll make this video, and like I said, I think on Sunday it'll be coming up. Today's video, I don't know if it's the internet was gone for a while, so I don't know how far the video is that's supposed to upload for today. 79% uploaded, so it should be going up. It says 3 hours remaining. The internet here is horrible. We only have internet right there by our puesto. Everybody comes and stops there and calls whoever they have to call, because there is no internet around the rancho unless you live there and you have your own internet at home. David Hillard, thank you for sharing help. You're welcome. Like I said, I hope you guys got enough information, and wait for that video that you guys been waiting for. I know I've been waiting to make it as well, because sometimes I want to say something and then I'm like, oh, hold on, I haven't told them yet. So it does hold me back a little bit. But now I know you guys know about my chickens and the reason why we're selling them, so I'll feel more open. That way I don't have to feel the way I feel when I'm trying to tell you guys things, and then I have to close my mouth because I haven't told you guys the whole story. Love to see your baby talk to her chickens and the eggs. Thank you, Maria. Yes, she does talk to the chickens a lot. She loves the chickens. And she was like that since she was a baby. But she was born in the farm in the States, and she was raised there too. So she's always been around animals, and she does talk to the chickens. She tells them, we didn't bring enough food today. And yeah, she's very cute when she talks to the animals. She talks to the dogs too, but I don't really record the dogs because I'm not so attached to them, for the same reason that I know that we won't be keeping them. So one of them is my dad's, the other one's ours, but I try to not to talk to them. But my chickens are my chickens. And if I don't sell them, I will be butchering. And like I was told, tell the lady in La Garita, or I could just go ahead and butcher and pressure can and save and make some soup. That way I can have some made for when I do move. We can have some food already made if we don't find a place soon. That way I don't have to cook. Well, friends, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Please, if you guys have any more questions, I'm going to start writing down everything that you guys have, and then that way I can answer them in another Q&A. Soon we'll be doing another one. I'm going to try to see if I can do one weekly for you guys. I am going to do a poll to see what time works better for my subscribers. I know there's a few that want to be part of it, but then I know time sometimes is different. There was one of my subscribers that said she was 2 hours behind. And then I know another one of my subscribers also said that she was snowed in, and the animal, she had issues with the gates for her animals, and a lot of things are happening right now with the snow. Let's pray for California also with all that fire that's been going on over there. There's a lot of things happening in this world. What's going to happen next, I don't know. But let's just pray together for everyone, because there's too much going on. A lot of snow in places that doesn't really snow. I know North Carolina doesn't snow that much, and I know they've had a lot of snow. Maria Martinez, what's going to happen to the puesto? We're going to sell the puesto. My husband just answered the question. We are going to be selling the puesto. And hopefully once we're settled down wherever we go, we can come up with something where we're going to do, because I don't know, depending if what kind of house or land or anything that's what we will work on. So more to come. Hopefully the future holds something good for us. I know it will, because I know God is good. But thanks for watching, friends. Have a great and blessed day, and see you guys soon. And if you guys have any questions, like I said, jot them down, and then I'll be writing them down and trying to answer all your questions. And wait for that video. It'll be coming soon. All right, friends. Have a great and blessed day. Bye, brother and sisters. Love you. Bye, everyone. God bless. All right, friends. Have a great and blessed day. Bye, brother and sisters. Love you. Bye, everyone. God bless.
But you didn't stop
Yeah,
her.
I did.